Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will look at describing probability. So let's first try to understand what probability is. So when we find the probability of an event, we give it a number between 0 and 1 to indicate how likely it is to occur. But we don't want to find the probability of any event. We're only interested in random events. An event is said to be random if its outcome is determined by chance. For example, tossing a coin is a random event. Whether it comes up with heads or tails is totally determined by chance. You getting an A in maths this semester is not a random event. It depends on how much you listen, how much you study, and all that. It's not just determined by chance. So when we find the probability of these random events, we give them a number between 0 and 1. So if I ever ask you what's the probability of an event occurring, you don't give me a word like up here. You need to give me a number between 0 and 1. So events with probability 0 are said to be impossible. There's absolutely no way they could ever occur. An event with probability 1, on the other hand, is certain to occur. There's absolutely no doubt it will occur. So halfway between 0 and 1 is half, or 0.5. Events with probability 0.5 are said to have an even chance of occurring. That means the chance that the event will happen is the same as the chance that it won't happen. So as probabilities get smaller and smaller, they become more and more unlikely. As we go to the right, as the probability of an event increases, it becomes more and more likely. So an event with probability up here, close to 1, say 0.95, that is likely to occur. It's more likely to occur than an event with a lower probability. So the higher the probability of an event, the more likely it is to occur. So let's say I roll a normal 6-sided die. So there are 6 possible outcomes. So the event rolling a 1 is unlikely to occur. Another way of saying this is if you roll a normal 6-sided die, it's more likely you will not get a 1 than you will get a 1, because there's only one 1 on the die. All right, the event that you roll a 7 is impossible. There are no 7s on a normal 6-sided die, so there's absolutely no way you could possibly roll a 7. The event that I roll an odd number, so that has an even chance of occurring. So why is that? Because on the die there are 3 even numbers, 2, 4, and 6. There are 3 odd numbers, 1, 3, and 5. You're just as likely to roll an odd number as an even number. There's the same chance that you roll an odd number as there is the chance that you won't roll an odd number. So if you roll a normal 6-sided die, the event rolling a number greater than 2 is likely, because there are 4 ways you can roll a number greater than 2. You can roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6. There are only 2 ways that this won't happen. You'd have to roll a 1 or 2. Another way of saying this is, if you roll a normal 6-sided die, it's more likely you will roll a number greater than 2 than you won't roll a number greater than 2. This has a better than 50% chance of occurring. So the event you roll a number less than 7 is certain. A normal 6-sided die only has numbers 1 to 6. It only has numbers that are less than 7. So if you roll a normal 6-sided die, it's absolutely certain that the number you get will be less than 7. All right, let's now look at a slightly harder question. So let's say a drawer contains 4 identical white and 6 identical black socks. I pick socks one after the other without looking. How many must I pick so that I am absolutely certain that I pick 2 socks of a different color? All right, let's do this with trial and error. How many socks do I need to pick so I'm certain that I pick 2 socks of a different color? Okay, well, I'd have to pick at least 2 socks. So if I'm saying an event is certain, that means there's no way that the event could not occur. So is it possible that I could pick 2 socks and that I don't get 2 of a different color? Well, that's possible. I could pick both white or I could pick both black. So similarly for 3, if I just pick 3 socks, I could, for example, get all 3 black. If I pick 4, 5, or 6 socks, all of them could be black. if I pick 6 socks at random, it is possible. It's not likely, but it is possible that all of them would be black and I won't have 2 socks of a different color. If, however, I pick 7 socks, I am certain I will get 2 socks of a different color. So all of these didn't work because if I pick any numbers of these socks, it's possible all socks are black. It is possible that I don't get 2 socks of a different color. But if I pick 7 socks, I am certain I will get 2 socks of a different color. There is absolutely no way I can pick 7 socks and have them all the same color because there are only 6 black. So if I pick 7, I must get at least 1 white and 1 black. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.